Okay, let's talk about getting ready for birth. If the very thought of it has you feeling even a little bit nervous, maybe even totally overwhelmed, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a clear step-by-step plan to get you feeling confident and ready to go in just 1 week. You know how it is, right? Especially if this is your first baby, the information just comes at you from everywhere. You've got your family's advice, your friends' stories, and then, of course, the giant, endless, and totally conflicting world of social media and Google. It is so easy to feel like you're just drowning in advice, with no idea which way is up. Well, that's what we're here to fix. And wow, this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It points out this disconnect that so many of us feel. I mean, planning a party that feels real, it feels manageable. We know the steps, invitations, decorations, cake. But planning for birth, that can feel like planning a trip to a planet you've never even seen a picture of. It's really hard to prepare when you don't even know what you're supposed to be preparing for. So here's the thing. The problem isn't that you don't have enough information. Oh, you've got plenty of that. The real problem is the lack of a system. You can have 1,000 saved TikToks and all the best intentions in the world, but without a framework to put it all in, it's just chaotic noise. What you really need, what we all need, is a clear, actionable plan that transforms that chaos into confidence. Let's think about it like this for a second. Would you ever dream of planning a huge life event, like a wedding, in a single afternoon? No way, right? You give it time, you give it focus. Well, your birth deserves that exact same level of intention and preparation. Because when you think about it, this isn't just one big day, it's the day your life changes forever. Okay, so let's get right into the good stuff. We are about to walk through the exact 7-day blueprint that's designed to take you from feeling all over the place to feeling truly prepared and confident. And this isn't just some random to-do list. Think of it as a daily framework you can actually lean on right up until the big day. Our journey starts right at the beginning with a solid foundation. So on day one, your only job is to just understand what is actually happening inside your body. What even is a contraction? What might it feel like? What are the different stages of labor I keep hearing about? Answering these fundamental questions is so powerful because it starts to replace that fear of the unknown with solid, empowering knowledge. So now that we've got the what, day two is all about the how. We know what contractions are, so now what do we do with them? This is where we get super practical. We dive into real, tangible techniques for managing the intensity, for working with your body as labor progresses and those surges start to build. It's all about having tools in your toolbox. All right, on day three, we're shifting our focus to getting your body physically ready for what is, let's be honest, a marathon. And we're not talking about old wives' tales here. We are talking about real, evidence-based techniques. Things like specific movements and stretches that you can literally start doing today to help your body work more efficiently when it's go time. Day four is all about communication. And let's be really clear about something. A birth plan isn't some rigid contract that you're forcing on everyone. Not at all. A much better way to think about it is as a conversation starter. It's a tool that helps you get clear on your own preferences so you can communicate them effectively to your birth team. That way, everyone is on the same page, working towards the same goal, a healthy mom and a healthy baby. And that brings us to a skill that is, and I'm not exaggerating, absolutely critical. It doesn't matter what kind of birth you're planning for or what happens on the day, this is the one thread that ties this whole plan together. It's learning how to advocate for yourself. This right here, this is your superpower. So day five is dedicated entirely to mastering this skill. Advocacy is all about learning how to communicate clearly, calmly, and confidently for yourself and for your baby without ever feeling like you're being rude or difficult. I'm telling you, mastering this one skill can literally change the entire feel of your birth experience. And just look at how practical these skills are. Advocacy isn't some big, vague idea. It really comes down to simple, concrete things, like knowing the exact phrases to use to just slow the room down when things feel rushed, or how to ask for a minute to think, or making sure you actually understand all of your options before you make a choice. It's about being an active participant in your own care. Let's be real. The middle of an intense contraction is not the ideal time to start teaching your support person what to do, right? That's why day six is all about getting your partner prepped. The whole goal here is to make sure you walk into that room not as two separate people, but as a solid, prepared, cohesive team that already knows how to work together. And finally, we get to day 7. This is where we bring it all home. It's about integration. We take all the pieces, the breathing we've learned, the movements for the body, the advocacy skills, and we weave them all together. It's about seeing how all these tools work in harmony, creating this symphony of support that helps your labor progress as smoothly as it possibly can.
So, after all that, why does this preparation matter so much? Honestly, it's about so much more than just getting through a single day. It's about the story you're creating, the story you will carry with you, and the one you'll tell for the rest of your life.
And please let this next part really sink in. You do not have to know everything. I think so many of us get caught in this trap of thinking we have to memorize a medical textbook of every possible scenario. You don't. True preparation isn't about the quantity of information, it's about the quality. It's about focusing on the right things, the essential knowledge that gives you a clear path forward.
I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? Your birth will become a core memory. It's something that will be replayed in your mind forever. And taking the time to prepare gives you the tools to help shape that narrative so that it becomes a story you can look back on with a feeling of empowerment and, pride.
And this right here is the ultimate goal. This is the transformation. Preparation makes you feel safe. And when your body feels safe, it can finally switch out of that high alert, fight or flight mode. The panic starts to fade away, and in its place, you find this incredible focus and strength to birth with true power.
By taking this time to prepare, you are taking an active role in writing your own story. So the real question isn't if you'll have a story to tell, it's what kind of story you want it to be.